everybody is doing fantastic. This is a special moment for all of us. We've been working hard for weeks trying to come up with something. Do you have an idea why your school is called Memorial Junior High? Anybody here? Your school, this awesome school that you attend, do you know why it's called Memorial Junior High?
To honor Memorial people.
Oh. Okay, you said Memorial Junior High is called Memorial for Memorial Day, okay? Yes, it can be right. A reminder of the people who have led us here. Great. Yes. Go ahead, sir. Thank you. The answer keeps getting better and better and better and better. To a reminder of the people who have gotten us here. Okay? So, let me have your attention, 7th graders. Let me have your attention. Okay, because this is very important, okay? Freedom is not free, okay? So don't think that if you're free right now, where's Miguel? Miguel can play the accordion, somebody can go out for cheerleading, somebody can go out and play football, somebody can roam the halls. You know, that's freedom. But freedom is not free, okay? There's people who sacrifice, okay? By sacrifice, I mean they paid the ultimate price. That means they didn't come back, okay? That means they died for you to have freedom, okay? So, with freedom comes a lot of responsibility, okay? So I'm glad for our school board that named our school Memorial in 1986, 87, something like that, okay? They named our school Memorial Junior High to remember all our fallen soldiers, men and women who we lost in combat, okay? So please, I want you to understand that because the school that you're attending carries a great legacy, okay? And I want you to know that because much is going to be expected from all of you, okay? All of you, we expect you to honor these people. We want all of you to honor all these fallen soldiers, men and women. And how do we do that? How do we honor these people? How do we honor them? By remember them, it's one. What's another one? We remember them, but how do we honor them? Yes, sir. We can put some flowers on their graves, yes? A statue, but how do we remember them? How do we live their values? How do we live their character? Yes, sir. See, what do making activities to remember them? Yes, sir. Celebrating them. Look, but we're doing more than celebrating them.
The Pledge of Allegiance.
The Pledge of Allegiance, respecting all those symbols, okay? But one of the things, guys, that we do, one of the things that all this fallen soldiers had was a great love for their country. They loved their country. They loved it so much that they followed orders. They followed orders, they went to another land and fought for freedom. So, whenever you're walking in the halls, I want you to remember that freedom is not free. And sometimes you have to fight for things that you love. Okay? So please continue. We're gonna have this wonderful celebration, and all of this came about one day. We were talking there, we meet with the teachers, we were talking, how do we make our students be more aware of our school? And this was one of the ideas that let's celebrate our name. Our name is meaningful. So please, students, whenever you're walking in the halls, please understand the name of the school, where you're at, and all the meaning that it has. Courage, a lot of courage, character, pride, a lot of wonderful things, okay? We do have a special program for you. First of all, we have Angel Raquel with a couple of words. Angel?
Why do we celebrate Memorial Day? Memorial Day is a federal holiday in the United States, observed on the last Monday of May, to mourn and honor the U.S. military personnel who died while serving in the armed forces. Originally known as Decoration Day, it was established in 1868 to decorate the graves of Civil War soldiers with flowers and flags, later evolving to honor all fallen service members.
My name is Diana Gonzalez, and today we celebrate and honor all these soldiers and their families for their ultimate sacrifice they made for our nation. We remember every single one of them by honoring them today. Please stand. I'm Adela de los Santos. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Remain standing with the Texas pledge.
My name is Jacob Cervantes. Today, honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
Just real quick, every morning we do our pledge, okay? Please honor our flag every morning, and I know most of you do, but when somebody's coming in a little bit late or something, and you hear that we're honoring our flag, and you hear that we're honoring our flag, please stop and honor our flag. Once we say the pledge for our flag and our Texas flag, then we carry on, okay? And most of you do that excellent, but in case you're coming in and a little bit late and we're saying the Pledge of Allegiance on the intercom, stop, everything stops at that moment. Why? Because we honor all our fallen soldiers, okay? Thank you.
It is a 24 bugle call played at the U.S. military funerals and to signal lights out at day's end, serving as final tribute to honor deceased service members. It originated in July 1862 during the Civil War, composed by Union General Daniel Butterfield to replace a too formal lights out call.
his legacy.
Good morning, Mavericks. First and foremost, I want to thank our principal, Mr. Escobar. Sorry. I work with a lot of principals. Mr. Escobar and all the teachers are allowing me to share a few words in this special day, Memorial Day, that is coming up this next week or so. First and foremost, I also want to thank Mr. Escobar for giving you a little history of Memorial Day, the importance of trying to keep the memory of our fallen soldiers always in our hearts. It is very important, like he said, never to forget the sacrifice and the price that our men and women have paid for you and I and me and us to have a free country where we can do a lot of things, and like he said, be in sports, be in a lot of different extra curricular activities, because we have the freedom to do that. Real quick, on April the 4th, 1968, I was your age. Coming from junior high, I walked to school because we didn't have buses. I get home with a lot of commotion, a lot of people crying, didn't know what was going on. Well, they told me, your brother wasn't injured. Your brother was wounded. But it didn't take very long for me to reach over to a dresser and see a yellow paper that it said that it was a telegram from the Western Union telegram. And it said, this is to inform Mr. and Mrs. Palos that your son, Erasmo Palos, at age 22, was killed in action on March 31st, 1968. The word didn't come in until the 4th. Let me tell you, that morning, my mom had gotten a letter from my brother that he was coming home in June. His girlfriend, who he was engaged to, was in California, and she called her also to let her, and they talked for an hour. He was coming home in June. Well, at 3 o'clock, the Marines come up. The official government car pulled up to the front door. And my mom, through the screen door, was saying, my mom knew two things. When the military came to your house, they only come for two reasons. Either your son or your daughter is dead, killed in action, or they're missing in action. And the only thing my mom could say to those people approaching the front door was, please don't tell me he's dead. Unfortunately, military personnel couldn't answer that he wasn't. Next, they come to her and say, are you by yourself? Mr. Palos is around? My mom says, no, he's on his way to Chicago. Because we were migrants that particular year. My dad was away to Chicago, so my brother, who had to stay home from school that day, a younger brother, older than me, younger than my brother, was there. So he comes up and that let him know, with my mom present, that my brother was there. Later on, 4 days later, they brought his body. Thank God they were able to recover his body. On March 31st, 1968, while my brother was being killed in Vietnam, I had a sister being married at 10 o'clock that day. So you can imagine what kind of mixed emotions that we had. I had the honor to speak to the veterans on Memorial Day a few years ago. And one of the things that stood up was that we should never forget our fallen comrades, our fallen soldiers that have died in service. Memorial Day is very different from Veterans Day. Veterans Day is celebrated for people that are still alive or that have served and have passed. But Memorial Day is different. It's to commemorate, like Mr. Escobar was saying, this school was named in 1968. And I was very honored to be the nurse here. And we started working here as a nurse. I was here back then. So it's a pleasure for me to be back, to see all these walls and the hallways, because I was here. It brings me a lot of memories. So, when taking more time, always remember your fallen soldiers. And how can you honor them? Like he said, respect, memorize, have memory of those things. Read, get informed. To finish up, I'm going to show you a picture. This is a pictures of my brothers. The one here on my left right is a picture that was taken like 2 weeks before he actually passed. That picture came in an undeveloped film on his personal things. This one in the middle was produced by a high school student in art class from a little wallet-sized picture. He created this picture. And last over here are his medals that he was awarded posthumously or after he passed. The #1 Purple Heart, the National Medal of Honor, the Vietnam Campaign, the Vietnam Service, the Republic of Vietnam Gallantry Cross, Combat Action, U.S. Marine, Expeditionary, and the last one, the U.S. Marine Corps Good Conduct. And this is a gallant from a project that celebrates fallen soldiers. Lance Corporal Palos, 22 years old, U.S. Marine Corps, born on January 18, 1946, was killed in action on March 31st, 1968. Palos was an anti-tank assaultman with the 1st Battalion, 5th Marines Regiment in Vietnam. While guarding a bridge critical to transport the U.S. troops and supplies, Viet Cong snappers launched an assault. During the battle, the bridge was heavily damaged, but several Viet Cong were able to plant demolition charges on the piers. Palos and 5 of his fellow Marines lost their lives in the attack. For his service, he has earned the Purple Heart. Semper Fi, Marine. And last, this is some resolutions that the state has given our family from the state representative, Eddie Morales, and Josh Ramsey from the county. I want to finish by saying that Memorial Day here locally is not celebrated on the last Monday in May, but it's celebrated on the 30th of March as per the local chapter of the Veterans Association, because they want to celebrate it on the original day, which is, even though in the U.S. it's celebrated on the last Monday in May, locally, ceremony is held at the amphitheater on the 30th of May of each year. So all of you, you're welcome to go and attend, and like Mr. Escobar said, pay respects, honor, remember those that have given their lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys, you're behaving so well. I'm so very proud of you. We're gonna have Mr. Palos do the honor and serve the first volleyball for the tournament. Okay, so Mr. Palos, staff, please come around. We're gonna take a quick picture. All the staff, all teachers, staff, paraprofessionals, please stand back.